Hello everyone. So today I'm going to cover one of the topic of your geology optional UPSC paper second, right? So as yesterday we have talked about the endoplasmic reticulum. So I am not here to to teach about everything related with any cell organelle. As you'll see in my last YouTube lectures, I have covered some of those topics which students have some kind of confusion specifically related to its content. Okay, so if I'm saying that I'm going to cover this topic or that topic, because sometimes I see the content which is available on your internet, on your some books, they are most of the repeated, such as in the last class when we have talked about the endoplasmic reticulum, right? So majorly function, we know that of course according to the presence or the absence of the ribosomes, the ERR majorly are two types: your rough endoplasmic reticulum, that is your granular, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is your agranular. So because of the presence of the ribosome, it is mainly involved in the protein synthesis, and the granular, the SER or the smooth endoplasmic reticulum will majorly involved in your lipid biosynthesis. But as you will see in the endoplasmic reticulum, we have covered so many other functions also. So today, as I'm going to cover about the Golgi apparatus. Of course, this is known as both the Golgi bodies and so this can be also known as the Golgi bodies and the Golgi apparatus. So when I'm saying that this is apparatus is something about the whole system. So actually I'll just talk only today what is the major thing about the Golgi apparatus. So of course it was discovered by the Italian neurologist, right? Italian neurologist named Camillo Golgi. Named Camillo Golgi, right? Because of that, it was named as the Golgi apparatus. So when we see, there are so many cell organelle in a particular kind of cell, right? So depends on what kind of cell it is, what is the function, on what is the location of that particular cell. There are different number of cell organelle which found in a different number. Okay, so why I said that, because of course when you talk about the Golgi apparatus in the specific cell, so this is your cell. What is the location of your Golgi apparatus? So here yesterday we have talked about the location of ER was like associated with the outer wall, outer membrane of the nucleus, right? So there's a one concept that is known as the endomembrane system. That is known as the endomembrane system. In some other lecture I'll discuss about that. Why I'm giving that difference? Because of the position of the Golgi apparatus. So this is your ER, even with the absence of ribosome or with the presence of ribosome. So after that ER, there is a Golgi bodies. These are also your membranous like structure. These are simple membrane like structure. Okay, simple. So what if you say, okay, if you start with the Italian geologist Camillo Golgi, where of course we have said the neurologist. So I am saying when he has discovered the first time or studied about the Golgi apparatus. So in that nerve cells, in the nerve cells of barn owl, right? Of barn owl. So now we'll talk about almost what is the number. Okay, so before that we'll talk about the structure of the Golgi apparatus. Sorry. So before that we'll talk about the structure or the ultra structure of the Golgi apparatus. Actually, if you see the Golgi apparatus, this is some kind of this is the some kind of okay. So this complete structure is known as your Golgi apparatus. So in that ultra structure of the Golgi apparatus, mainly there are three things. What are the three things? Of course, I'll show you that. Hello, what are the three things? The three things are, these are your cisternae. Okay, Okay, so these are your cisternae. Okay, these are the vacuoles. These are the vacuoles. Okay, this is your sac-like arrangement. This is your cisternae sac, है ना? And this is your luminar. Okay, so this is your luminal or the Golgi lumen. Better say that like that. Golgi lumen, and this is your space between that two cisternae, right? The space between that two cisternae is known as your interluminar space. Okay. Now in that Golgi, according to the function, right? According to the function of Golgi, there are mainly two things. This is your cis stage and this is your trans stage. Okay. So this is your, better say to change the pen, I guess. Okay. So this is your cis stage or the cis region. This is your cis region and this is your trans region, right? This is your trans region. Okay, or better or other form you can also say that this is your maturing phase, that this is your maturing phase and this is your forming phase, and this is your forming phase. Now if we want to relate the exact position, of course we have already said that these are the Golgi apparatus, which I have just draw this simply, है ना? So what are the ultrastructure? So what are the ultrastructure of what are the ultrastructure? The first is cisternae. The first is cisternae. The second is vacuoles, and the third is vesicles. Right? The third is vesicles. Vacuoles are also known as tubules. Okay. So if I'll talk about this, okay, so we can see that cisternae, we can see the vacuoles. Actually, the major function of the Golgi bodies is the transportation or the secretion. Okay, so we know that the formation of the formation of the proteins is generally it's your cytoplasm. The translation process, the formation of the protein is known as the translation process, which actually occurring in your cytoplasm. Okay, so if we see this structure, so whatever the protein is forming either in the cytoplasm or in the ER. So after the formation of protein, this is your one of the topic or one of the very important question in your zoology optional paper 2, that is post transcriptional modification and post translational modification. So in that post translational modification, that is your after forming of protein, there's some kind of reaction which is actually occurring for the protein to become its mature. Okay, so if you simply in the another class I'll try to explain the lysosome. Okay, so in that lysosome I'll talk about how the enzymes which are actually, like lysosome is famous for the suicidal bag, है ना? And that suicidal bag is because of the presence of the acid hydrolases. So actually you won't believe that lysosome is actually also forming with the endoplasmic reticulum and the Golgi apparatus. Why? Because enzymes are also your proteinaceous in nature, and where the enzymes are forming? Enzymes are forming in that ER. Okay, and Golgi apparatus is actually forming the outer membrane of that lysosome. We know that lysosome is single membrane structure, है ना? So accordingly, wherever the protein is forming, so the Golgi apparatus is forming is a processing like that. So this is also one of the point you can write in the Golgi apparatus, that almost the edges of the Golgi apparatus is slightly curved, which is also helpful in its processing. Such as if I'm writing this is a forming phase, because this phase is generally facing the cytoplasm, right? And cytoplasm has the proteins. Matlab, of course, we can say that if it is associated with the ER and that ER has the ribosomes, and protein is forming there also. But in general, we are talking about here. So forming phases, that means proteins or any other lipid molecules, है ना? So it is entering from this stage, from this phase, and it is in the proteins are go into mature phase, है ना? Proper folding stage. So that will go into that mature phase. That's why this is known as your mature phase and this is known as your forming phase. Generally, the proteins is entered from this stage and taking exit from that stage. What suppose that if we'll say that here the ER and that is from there, the nucleus is attached, right? So if we talk about the replication, one of the very important process, that is the DNA replication, the dividing of DNA. There's so many proteins, enzymes, or whatever the proteins required in that nucleus. And suppose that if that proteins are forming in the cytoplasm, है ना, so that proteins need to reach from the cytoplasm to the nucleus, है ना. So how they will reach? Because of that, in the first slide I have mentioned that endomembrane system, है ना, because the system which is your nucleus, then ER, this is your nucleus, this is your ER, and then it is your Golgi apparatus and associated lysosomes and the vacuoles. These combinedly make that endomembrane system because they perform in a proper, you can say in a series manner to transport the molecules either from the cytoplasm to the nucleus or from the nucleus to the cytoplasm. So one of the function, today we can talk about the function or maybe not. So one of the function of your Golgi apparatus is a secretion. The second function. Okay, so one of the function of the secretion, of course, because here the secretion occurs, or here also the secretion occurs, whatever the protein or lipid molecules entering. The second function is storage, right? So there's a word known as chaperones, which is involved, which is actually important for the protein folding, है ना? So chaperones in that protein folding, so that is also known as, that is one of the function of the storage. Okay, so the third function is a maintaining, as we have mentioned, because it is dividing the cytoplasmic region, right? These are almost okay. So the one of the point we can say that the Golgi bodies constitute around 2% of the cell, है ना? And in that single Golgi apparatus, of course, we are talking about that mature cisternae, right? There are around 4 to 8 cisternae, है ना? Depending on the cell, of course. If we talk about the liver cells or if we talk about the muscle cells, the number of cisternae, generally in that one cell there's a one Golgi apparatus in general, but according to the requirement of the cells, there are different number of, or the maximum or the different numbers of cisternae, or it may be that different number of Golgi apparatus also, है ना? In that one Golgi apparatus, generally there are 4 to 8 cisternae, but the density of the Golgi apparatus is generally in any cell lower than the mitochondria. Okay, so because they have the not very specific but the major functions such as your secretion, transportation, right, and the division of the cytoplasm, maintaining the cell organelle into their spaces, है ना? And one of the very important process that is, it is also involved in the cytokinesis. How the cytokinesis, and of course I'll tell you how the cytokinesis. Suppose that of course every cell organelle has a lifespan, and after certain period of time they become destruct, and that is the function of the lysosome, both the intracellular and the extracellular digestion, right? So whenever we talk about the lysosome, I'll relate the lysosome with the ER and the Golgi apparatus, don't worry, you know. So one of the function, so some of the elements, right, some of the elements just do not digest completely, right? So they just form the elements, है ना? So we know the process of the cytokinesis. What is the cytokinesis? After in that any cell division process, after the division of your nucleus, that is in your M phase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, after the division of the nucleus, the cell, right? Suppose that this process occurs in that one cell, then after the karyokinesis or the nucleus division, there is a one cell and the two nucleus, right? So after that, the cytokinesis or the division of the cytoplasm occur. So we know that there are two mainly process. The one is your cell furrow method and the second is your cell plate method. So these, if you suppose that, if just relate like in a balloon. So suppose that in a one big balloon there are two small balloons. So if you divide to each half, so what you'll do, just rotate, right? And in general living cell, of course, this process is occurring in itself. So here the formed elements or the some elements of that tubules or the vesicles, they just come close here, है ना? And they are forming, either they are just collect so that the cytoplasm will divide equally. That is known as a that is actually known as a cell division process, or the better say that cytokinesis process. So accordingly, there are so many other functions of the Golgi apparatus. We'll discuss in that very proper manner, है ना? Such as secretion of what, then your Then your glycosylation also one of the function, then your liposylation of one of the function. Generally, of course, we know that the Golgi apparatus is found in your eukaryotic cells, right? But it is absent in the prokaryotic cell. But what are the cells in which the Golgi apparatus is absent? Generally, it is absent in your some of the plant cells or in an animal cell, because of course we are covering with respect to the zoology. So we can say that mature RBC do not have that Golgi apparatus, right? And some of the sperm cells also do not have the Golgi apparatus. But again, there are some cells which are actually rich in the Golgi apparatus, and these are also associated with some of the function. Which cells has like acrosome region of sperm, they have the good, like they are the rich in the Golgi apparatus, right? So this is some of the good points or the important points of the Golgi apparatus. So when I said that glycosylation, that means attachment of the carbohydrate molecule to the lipid. So in one of the topic on YouTube, I have talked about the structure of the plasma membrane. So where I have mentioned the glycoproteins also. There are not only the phospholipids and the proteins, but some other molecules also present in that plasma membrane, that one of the glycoproteins or the liposection. That means lipid content in the protein. That means after the formation of the protein, there's some kind of modification occurs, and these modification, these modification occurring in that Golgi apparatus. I hope the concept of the Golgi apparatus get clear. Of course, there's much more complication if you are thinking with respect to your UPSC zoology optional paper. There's much more complication, but I have just discussed the very important and the good point. Okay, thank you everyone.